Today we're going to look at introducing the concept of integers. So looking at this number line right here. So integers are all positive whole numbers, or your regular counting numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up as far as you can count. Integers also include negative numbers and 0. As you can see by looking at this picture, 0 is not negative or positive. It's just 0, so keep that in mind. Positive integers are everything above 0, and negative integers are everything below 0. One way that we often hear integers is when we talk about temperature. So in the wintertime, we might hear that the wind chill is -5 degrees. So that's below 0. Or we might hear 5 below, which would be -5. And then obviously positive integers are just regular numbers that you hear and use all the time. So one fairly easy concept to understand is the idea of opposites. So an opposite is the positive and the negative version of the exact same number. So for example, if I have the number 3, the opposite of 3 is -3. If I have -11, the opposite of -11 is +11 or 11. What's the opposite of 12? -12. What's the opposite of 72? -72. So opposites just mean if they give you the positive version, what's the negative of it? If they give you the negative, what's the positive? What's the opposite of -127? +127. The other thing that they're going to want you to understand is absolute value. So let's see here. I'm going to go down on my board. So looking at this next number line, what this is really just representing is that positive and negative numbers go on forever. So the positive ones obviously move to the right forever and ever and ever as high as you can count, and the negative numbers move to the left as far as you can count. Negative. They're the exact same. They look exactly the same, as you can see. So absolute value. So basically, absolute value is just the distance a number is from 0. So I'll put that over here. Is the distance a number is from 0. So for example, how far is 4 from 0? Well, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. How far is -4 from 0? 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. It's not -4 spaces. It's just 4 spaces from 0. So if they ask you, what is the absolute value of -5? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 spaces from 0. So for example, absolute value will be written with 2 lines around the number. So it'll look like that. Or it could be written like this. There's always 2 lines around the number. That's what's called absolute value. It just means how far is that number from 0. So for example, what is the absolute value of 5? On your bottom left right here. Well, +5 is how far from 0? 5 places. The absolute value of 4. 4 is how many spots from 0? 4. The absolute value of -6. Well, -6 is how many spaces from 0? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's the absolute value of -10? 10, because it's 10 spaces from 0. So something to keep in mind, absolute value is always written as a positive number. It's just how many spaces from 0 is that number. So if it's -72, that is 72 spaces from 0. So the answer to absolute value is always the positive version of the number. So let's see. Let's look at the kind of questions you're going to be given today. So you are going to be given you're going to be given a number line like this. And it will say, write the integer for each point then give the opposite and the absolute value. So they're going to want them in that order. So it says, here, let me type it out so you can see what the directions will look like. So it says, write the integer for each point, then give its opposite and its absolute value. Okay. So I'm going to do 3. I'm going to do point A, point B, and point C. So I'll start with point A. So let's do number 1, point A. So the directions say write the integer. So A is on -7. That's the integer. Then give its opposite. Okay, the opposite of -7 is 7. Okay, then it says and its absolute value. So how far is -7 from 0? Oh, it's 7 spots. Okay, number 2, B. What is the integer for B? It is sitting on the 3. What is the opposite of 3? -3. Absolute value. How many spots from 0 is 3? 3. And number 3, we'll do point C. The integer C is sitting on is 7. What is the opposite of 7? -7. And how many spots from 0 is C? Well, 7. So that is what your answers would look like for those types of questions. You also today on your homework will be given questions that talk about sea level. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to do a little drawing here, sort of. Okay, so here is, no, I don't know. We can have a we can have a mountain or a hill, and then we can have some water. Here's your water. Okay, so this right here is sea level. The top of the water is your sea level. Anything higher than that is above sea level. Anything below that is below sea level. When they're talking about sea level, the sea level itself is 0. So it's really just like a vertical number line. Anything above 0 will be positive, and anything below 0 will be negative. So you'll see things like below sea level. So those integers will be represented as negative numbers. And then you'll see above sea level. If it's above, those integers are represented as positive numbers. So, I don't know. You'll have questions about the elevation of different cities in the United States, and you'll have to write what their elevations are as integers. So for example, if it said O'Neill is 440 above sea level, you would write 440. And if they said the lowest part of O'Neill was 28 below sea level, it would be -28. So anything below sea level is negative, anything above sea level you just represent as a positive number. And just like counting numbers, you do not have to put a positive sign. You don't do that when you write numbers on a normal basis, so you don't do that with integers either. You only have to show if it's negative. We know a number is positive just by looking at it, unless there is a negative sign. Another way you can think about integers is with money. So if you owe somebody money, you are in debt or you're below, it'd be negative. So if I owed my cousin Emily $28, I'd be -28. If I owed her $5, I'd be $5 in debt, or a -$5 to her. I think that about covers what today's lesson will be over, and the idea of introducing integers. I want to go back over to the beginning here and just remind you that, let's see, 0 is not positive or negative. 0 is just 0. Positive integers are every single number above 0 that you normally count with, 1 through 8 bajillion. And negative numbers are anything below 0, so -1 through -8 bajillion, or however far you can count. Absolute value is written like this. So what is the absolute value of negative 17? As an answer, you would write 17. Absolute value is just asking you how far is negative 17 from 0 on the number line. Well, it's 17 spaces. So that's what absolute value is asking you. And my last reminder is, let's say that on your homework today, let's go down to over here, right over here. So on your homework today, it's going to say write the integer, then give its opposite and its absolute value. Make sure you write your answers in order of the directions. So for example, if there was another point right there and it was point D, number 4, I would put, okay, it says write the integer, so D is on negative 4. The opposite of negative 4 is 4, and the absolute value is 4 because it's 4 places from 0. So make sure you put your answers in order so that I know that you understand what each of those things is. Okay, and tomorrow we will start comparing and ordering integers.